never forget the last time she was in Manila, July, August. My birthday is August 6. Just a reminder for all of you. Her birthday was August 11. So she flew to Manila to stay with me while I healed. See, because sometime in April, I was in ASAP. How many of you here watch ASAP, ASAP? ASAP natin to? Okay, so I was there. I was dancing, my opening number. And then suddenly, this was after Sana Geronimo came out. It was me next. So the LED opened up. And I love that sound that then energized me. And there I was doing my thing. But then suddenly, I felt this pain that was going on in the middle of my chest. Pain together with like a pressing sensation in the middle. And when I looked to my left, it was my son, Gabriel Valenciano. I was going to dance with him. And on my right was Darren Espanto. And then I saw other young ones. You know, I love ASAP. They really believe I can still keep going. But at that time, I believed I could. But there was that pain. And I'm gonna cut the story short here, but after that, I had to text my doctor and I went for a checkup. And when I was doing the angiogram, my doctor had to wake me up and say, Gary, you gotta see this. This is your heart. It's amazing. You know, you're a, what? 39-year-old diabetic? No, I'm not 39 years old. I'm 39 years old as a diabetic. Type 1. I have the pump stuck to my body. I have insulin pump going through me 24 hours a day. And he says, your heart is amazing. Whatever you've been doing before whatever procedure we're gonna do, you gotta keep doing it. Because your heart's amazing. It's almost like that of a 20-plus-year-old. Yeah. Not my words, theirs. Then he said, you just have one problem, it's right here. And he pointed to the left side of my heart. It was the main left artery. In the medical field, it's known as the widowmaker. And there was a little block of 95%. And so he says, I'm not gonna be able to do a stent on this, I'm gonna have to do a bypass. But I was sedated. So I just looked at him, bypass? Sure, go ahead. So they opened me up, they took my heart out, they stopped my heart, they opened me up here, they got a graft, they got another artery, and then they did a double bypass on a single artery, and then they shot me, and I was okay. I healed so quickly, it was amazing. Then, 2 weeks after, I could feel like there was something going on in my left lung, and I was building up fluids, what they call pleural effusion. But there was too much going on in there that they had to drain about 2 liters of fluids from that lung. And my doctor said, you know, 40% of patients go through this, but yours is a little extreme. Let's do a CT scan and let's find out what's going on. So I went in for a CT scan, and when I went back to him, he says, you know, everything that I told you happening on the left side of your body, it is what it is. But what concerns me more, Gary, is what's happening on the right side. So can you imagine me looking at the results on the left side? Oh, okay, then he says right side, and I look and I say, what's wrong with the right side? And he goes, Gary, I'm a cardiologist. And I've had many type 1 diabetics like you come and see me. And when I see them with their kidneys looking like this, like yours, it's evident that you have cancer of the kidney. And this was 2 weeks after I was just opened up. So I had to go through it again. So there I was, on the wheelchair, going back into the operating room. And what was on my mind was our opening number, one of our songs earlier. Here I go again. I looked at my wife and I said, "Wag ka man umiyak." And my doctors were like, "Hey, you're here again." And I said, "Yeah, and I don't miss you." But it was like that. Because somehow, despite everything that was going on, there was still so much peace going on in me. You know, folks, when there's nothing you can possibly do humanly, when the doctors have given up, God never does. And I'll be honest with you. But, you know, cancer, you go on remission, then it comes back. But see, the greatest thing that happened to me then was the knowledge of the truth that I was in His hands. And at that point, never mind if I was sick for as long as I was there. Better than being okay and then being far away and lost and confused. So, I want to share with you this one song. Because as I was healing, guess who came to the house? My mom was there pa, visiting. You probably don't know him. His name is Coco Martin. Coco Martin, kilala nyo? Kilala nyo pala eh! He came to the house and there he was. Sir Gary, this is Sir Gary. This is Sir Gary. Gusto ko sana, gusto namin sana gumawa po kayo ng bagong kanta para sa ang probinsyano kasi kayo po talaga yung nakagawa ng ang probinsyano. He was telling me to write a song for his new, a new song for the teleserye. And I was honest with him, ladies and gentlemen. I told him, you know, Coco, I haven't written a song in years. I don't want to commit and then fail in the end. So he said, you know, why don't you get together and collaborate with this guy named Jonathan Manalo? Jonathan is here? Jonathan is here? Okay, then Jonathan, you were the man behind this song. So I collaborated with him. It wasn't even a collaboration. All he did was talk to me and ask me about what I went through. So when Coco said, okay lang po ba, Gary? I looked at him and I said, okay lang, no problem. So out of that one talk that I had with Jonathan, who's the guy behind the music of KZ Tantingan and Morissette Amon, and you name it, he's always there. This song was born. It means a lot to me, not because it's just a theme song of a teleserye, but the song, according to Coco himself, he wanted the song to reflect what I went through, so that it could also lend itself to what the story of Ang Provinciano is all about. This is what happened after that one meeting with Jonathan. This was the song that was born.
Daming tanong, walang sagot, nasasaktan, hindi alam ang dahilan, kagbibinging bulong, natatakot, di maintindihan, ang sugat ang puso't isipan. Manalig na hindi maligaw sa dilim, may sasagot sa dalangin. Huwag kang matakot, huwag mabahala kung bumuhos ang ulan. Ano man pagsubok may dahilan. Minsan walang kasagutan, sa gitna ng ulos pangako niya'y di kaiiwanan. Ilang ulit nang kami ang napatunayan. Ililigtas ka niya, ililigtas ka niya. Minsan nawawalan ng loob, susuko na, tila nakalimutan na hindi siya nang iniwan. Sa ingay ng mundo, pangako niya'y di nagbago. Tanggapin mo ng buo sa inyong puso, huwag kang matakot.